8:10 p.m. October 8th, 2023. So I'm being asked to do a Sagittarius reading, but I don't know why. So before I do anything, I'm just gonna do what I do before I do a reading, just in case I don't have to post this, and this is just something else. You go up there. Going. Oh boy. Why do you want me to read this? Page of Swords. Who is this for? The Sun. Someone with 2 kids. Sun sign what? So we have the Sun and the Chariot. What's their Sun sign? Okay. What's the problem? The problem is 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Why am I being asked to do this reading for this situation for these people? Eight of Swords, because I don't see, I have no connection, I don't know anything about them, but I'm supposed to deliver a message. Because I have a different perspective that benefits them regarding their situation. Okay. What's the solution? Whatever it is they're going through. For this person that's going to be, that you want me to be reading this for, as if they're here, reading for them. What's the solution? The Fool. The Fool and 4 of Wands and the Novice of Pentacles. The Strength card again. Okay. But they already know that they should do this, so why do I need to read this for them? What am I supposed to tell them? I'm going to try to tell you this as nicely as I can. You're probably someone in a position of hiring or firing people, or you're going through something like that. You've probably seen this recently. You've been on either side recently, whoever you are. But it's like you got to do it again. Look at her fingers. She's doing it again. Because there's something you thought was part of something, but your ancestors were telling you, hey, something's going on, something's not right. Because that person doesn't match something they're showing. Like something they're wearing isn't what they are. See how they're wearing the reflection isn't that. That's spooky. Spooky, spooky, look at that. You know, I thought this was, I guess I'm posting this, so listen, talk to you. I thought this was a house every time I've seen this card, like someone sneaking back home. This is someone like taking from someone else's campfire, not even from their home, but from their campfire. It's like that person probably doesn't even have a house, and this person's stealing from them. Or someone's coming back home and seeing that something's been changed. I don't know. This feels shady. I don't want to read about this. Ten of Swords. It's like two people that look identical, but one of them's only identical because of something. And the other one's the actual thing. But the actual thing doesn't look like the thing it's supposed to. I don't get this. It's like, you know, I had a friend a long time ago who used to do a lot of weird magic shit in the 20s. This feels like some weird shit like that. Like a distorted glamour magic. And someone seeing through it. Justice. Someone seeing through what was like a weird. It's like someone casting a spell to look like someone else, and then people are starting to see through that spell. Sorry, I can't get this camera angle the right way, okay? So I'm just going to stop fidgeting with it and leave it here, and I'm going to talk to you. And then we'll just go. Okay, I'm going to use another one. Okay, so what is this person that you want me to be reading for? This Sun card with the Chariot. What do they need to know really that they're here for? Like, why is this? I mean, Jesus. Practice your discernment, dude. Whoever you are. Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Nine of Cups. Empress, Two of Pentacles. Best Friend of the Year awards? Wow. Someone was not a best friend of the year, and they're getting cut out and removed. This is so gross. Wow. The High Priestess with the moon. There is no more illusions. Like, people see through the BS of whatever that other one was doing. Look, it's so weird. It's like, oh yeah, that's the Queen of Cups. Yep, sure, that's the Queen of Cups. And then the Queen of Cups is like, hello? And then everyone's like, whoa, wait, what the fuck? And then that one goes away. Sorry, it was distracting me. Okay, hold on. Because I'm not really taking this that seriously. To me, it's not even registering that there's people living in their houses watching this right now. So, what does a Sagittarius person or whatever, the sun sign person, King of Swords, you know the truth, right? You know what's right and wrong, etc., etc. Even if there's like all these other people telling you, that's a bad choice, but it's the right one, or they're telling you it's the right choice, but it's the wrong one, you have to decide. Because they can all tell you one thing or another, but really you're the one making the decision and dealing with the after effects. So it's up to you, not up to them. Accepting guidance is all good and dandy, but you're the one that has to rest with the decisions you make. And you're the one that held those handles, right? Or are people holding those truths for you and you're deciding what to do this entire time? Trying to figure out which sword you hold up. But while you're doing that, there's people doing this. So you got to start doing a little more of this. Making up your own mind. Looking inside to see what feels right. And then making a decision, even if it means going against the grain. You know, they're all like, oh, come eat this cheesecake, etc., etc. But what's really in those cups? What do they each have to gain? Maybe there's something else. Maybe all those three needed is that one that's left over there. And then everything gets balanced out. Don't let your communication be so delayed that that sword rusts into something like an antique that you can sell and make money off of. Big Daddy. Look at that. What else do they need to know? Somebody's watching you. And they kind of want to come towards you. But it's like the elements are keeping them away. Or someone's protecting your home. I guess both. Well, I mean, someone's protecting your home anyway. And they're keeping something away using the elements. Got all that wind. And then over here, all this light and growth and dancing and foliage. And it's not a bad page of swords. It's like this one's using truth beneficially. And it's causing happiness and stability. It's like a protector energy. Wow. Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Hold on. Like, just hold on. Maybe 4 hours. Or, I don't know, 4 meditations or something. And then stuff doubles for you. In a good way, I guess. Someone could be making candles or making a cake. It's like first it was supposed to be just this layer. And then it was that layer. And then that layer. And then that's that. And then this person's over here with 4 more pentacles. It's like, where are we going to fit those? But this also feels like somebody feels forgotten by the beach. And they're craving cake. I know I want some cake. Stan. Bye. Row your boat gently away from the fuckery. 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups. The minute you get out of your head and see what's actually there. Instead of these weird things people tell you is there. Because look, that's like one image, right? But in reality, it's actually this. But someone was like, no, 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 no. It's this. But it's actually this. The Emperor. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna go now. Cause God Daddy said that's enough. And Sky Mommy said, "Ooh." And then I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they were like, oh my God. And I was like, no. See? Wow, there's so much like weird stuff that's going on. I don't want to talk about any of that stuff. Ew. What do those that are doing that really weird stuff need to know? Those snake oil salesmen. Take care of your That's a whole lot of stuff I don't want to get into. But someone has like a soldier in the family. Someone's a mother. Someone has a child, a daughter, I think. I don't know. Someone has horses. Someone's getting married. Someone's been married. Someone might be getting married again. Someone else is really strong, but they're a sweetheart. And then there's someone who's an enemy, but they're constantly using, like, I don't want to say religion, but I mean, it's right there, like enemy priest, or there's someone in the religious field with an enemy. And like they're constantly thinking bad thoughts. But the first card is all about protection and defense and soldiers and armies and castles and wives and husbands and babies and weddings and loyalty, respect, constancy, foundations, history, architecture, blooming, growth, flowers. What about that enemy? Ooh. I am not getting into that. You guys should pray, clean your space, and do all that stuff. Because that's... Oh. Wow, look at that. Again. So gross. What do those people being affected by that low vibe energy need to know? Because that's really ugly energy. Something about a volcano in the east. Safety, sanctuary coming, things being like oceans being crossed and the winds changing, and a breath of fresh air. Marine life thriving. I just heard the snow not being so cold, and the Holy Spirit in everyone's minds, and being like embraced by everyone's hands. It's like the ego shell of people breaks apart, and they kind of all start connecting. And from that heart energy comes the Holy Spirit. Wow, I don't even know what I'm reading for, but this feels bonkers. The voice of the lake and rain. Volcanoes, plants, magnetism, music, and the equator. It's not supposed to make sense to me. What else do they need to know? Is this me? Well, it might be you if you're watching this show. Why is this card in here? What can you let go of to honor yourself? Parasitic behavior. Why are you holding on to that parasitic behavior? Because you forgot how much it hurts. And you've become used to the pain. Hmm. what's the solution for this part of the reading? Connect with God, the Most High, Source, whatever you call him, her, them. Make peace with your past. Feel loved and proud. And whatever you choose will be correct. So then what's the problem? Alone but not lonely. Are you avoiding feeling lonely? You're avoiding looking inside how you feel. So you're kind of just covering it up with something. And it's created a weird shell around you of who you really are. And what you really want to do is behave in a different way because you know you deserve better. But you're too lost in the sauce. So you have to transform the way you see. How are they going to transform the way they see you when they've been going through all this pain all this time? You have to love your darkness and perfectly accept who you are and what you want to do with your own life, who you really are. And if what you're doing now isn't a loving mirror of yourself, when you look in the mirror at yourself, you have to go into your internal area and look at what you're hiding under there. That reflection is being hidden in that torso by all of those branches. Those branches is the ego self you've built to defend yourself. When those ego responses and reactions go away, there's actually a soft, gentle human being underneath there. But that person has been used to the darkness. And they see that as weakness, as someone in the dirt. They can't transform the way they see because they're not a loving mirror to themselves. Whoever this person is that's in all these cards. Everything in perfect balance. And it's all in your head. You know, saying feel loved and proud is one thing, but actually feeling loved and proud, can you do that? Can you just emulate that emotion? It would cause an interruption signal in your network so that you could change your neuroplasticity, with connection to water and your original vibration, your own energy, not someone else's, so that you can change yourself and improve. Again, feel loved and proud. So maybe someone sits there feeling really, really negative all the time, or like really sad, or really angry because there was a lot of like really not nice cards. And they're like, oh, I'll never change. This is who I am. Terrible person, blah, 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 blah. But maybe if you just kind of interrupt that signal with feeling loved and proud, it would all make sense to you, you know? I'm going to go because this wire is totally in his way. I hope this helps you. You already know what to do. I don't need to give you advice. It's not my place. And I can't do a TLDR on this because it's already at the end of it. But the gist of it all is someone is, because I don't want to go through it again. And I feel like someone's confused. At least what I figure from it is somebody has people around them that are not nice and they want to not be around those people, but they don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. And the other bad stuff, like the lower vibe stuff and whatever you guys are going through, just there's no solution that's going to fix all of it. You guys got to rewire your brain. And you can only do that through, well, multiple ways, but changed behavior is one of them. But you can't change your behavior if you can't change your emotions. So figure it out because that's your method. All right, I'm going to go. Also, do some actual praying the way Jesus Christ told you to pray. You know, in each culture, there's a Jesus Christ kind of archetype, person, being, deity. I don't know how you do it in your world. I don't know what you do. Just clean your space, clean your books, clean your life, clean your floors. Just stop dealing in mental sewage of people and their behavior. I can't even read it anymore. I can't even read for it. It's so gross to even try to heal it. It's like there's no point because they just keep doing it again. So you either want to be a better person or you don't. And if you don't, there's nothing, no amount of card readings or anything else. You can either see through bullshit people throw your way or you're learning. You know, the in-betweens and the either ors can be changed, but you have to want to change them. It's a decision you have to make. And if you can't make it, I can't, make it for you. He had one job, and it's not to get bigger. Look at it. Just look at it. Got your tail. And he's gone. Okay. Were there any other messages you wanted me to tell them? Something about the color yellow and a really low vibrational expression of willpower and the collective consciousness. And then there's a whole vibration or thread or color of people casting magic on each other. And then just a bunch of stuff I don't want to deal with. So I'm going to go. I hope this helps you. He's up there sleeping now, and I hope this helps, seriously, because whatever this thing was, before I go, seriously, before I go, whoever that sun card is, there's someone who's really good at manipulating, because I'm still feeling that energy of that person around someone. And it's really kind of What is that word? Inside? Insidious? I'm seeing it as the word inside and us side by side. But I'm hearing insidious. And now I'm seeing like a rack of clothes, like someone's closet. And their closet is like an energetic closet. I don't know. It's like a hologram matrix movie numbers. And it's making the shape of clothes. And this person's walking around through their closet, but each pair of clothes is someone else's energetic imprint. And then when they talk, they're constantly repeating memes. As if every time you talk to them, they're like a Siri or Alexa device that responds with something, but every response is a meme that would be on Facebook. I don't know. It's such a strange thing. And then there's this other part that I keep seeing. It's like a painting, but on one corner there's a bowl of fruit. But I don't know if that has anything to do with the painting or if it's in the person's house or if it's just another part of this weird image in my head. I don't know. There's grapefruits, pineapples, oranges. What else? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what else needs to be said. Because this reading, I feel like I'm trying to comprehend it to give you better advice. But I feel like it's none of my business and I don't really have anything to do with this. So I hope it helps you. Yeah, I'm coming out of that whole channel and stuff, so I don't remember most of the reading. But I remember that feeling. Oh my god, it's such a gross feeling. Now I gotta go like, ew, gross. I used to know someone like this. He would pretend to be me. It was so weird. I thought he was just being friendly. But it was weird. Like looking back at it, it's like that was a weird person. That was just strange and creepy. I wonder if they're still doing that stuff, you know? If they're like 40 something doing that shit. Weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope this helps you. Sorry for the weird angle. I kind of changed the layout, kind of, but not really, because that cat is a force of destruction and trouble and amazingness. And every single thing I've placed around the house that could have been nudged, tipped over, fallen over, pretty much has. But the weird thing is, it keeps getting better. So I'm like, okay, so that's the next thing. Cool. My space is more organized now. But I built him a little section up there, and he jumps up there and he like chills out. So he has full view of everything, and there's this little house and a little blanket, and a little bowl of crystals, and a little tree for him to bite because he seems to bite fake Christmas trees. Like it's so annoying, and he bites electrical wires, and he knows not to. So I got to get more of that bitter apple spray. And he's like, "Does this taste like a bitter apple?" Like, have you not learned? Stop eating wires. All right. What else did you need to know? There was something else. Because I kept hearing do a reading for Sagittarius. And I was like, no. But I didn't know why, because I don't know any Sagittarians. The last Sagittarius I knew was a neighbor from like 5 years ago. So I don't know. Those lights over there keep flashing, but sometimes it's like the color palette that it flashes to doesn't flash in the normal pattern. And it's something about the yellow right there. So the word Sagittarius, the word yellow, and it might be something to do with some of your guys' stomachs. I don't really talk about this stuff, but the more I'm like sensing into it, the more it feels like, when someone eats something that is kind of like, I don't know how to word it. It's kind of like molasses or jello, or maybe it's a smoothie you're drinking all the time, or an alcoholic beverage, something with a really weird aftertaste. Maybe it's an energy drink. Something you're consuming, and I think this is for a lot of you, because I've been feeling this for 2 days, and I'm like, this isn't. When I had this feeling of this substance was when I used to drink alcohol. Not wine, but I don't even drink wine anymore because it makes me feel nauseous. At least the wine I've bought over the years. It was when I would drink something called an amaretto stone sour. And the last time I had one, I was 23, I think. And it was in Chicago. And every time I would have that drink, something about, I think it was the cherry syrup they used, or maybe it was the syrup flavor, was bothering my stomach. I would get a very medicinal kind of aftertaste. I didn't like it. But I liked everything else about the drink. Just not that weird aftertaste at the end of it, at the end of every sip. And then my stomach would feel very kind of like the only other time I felt this is when I ate too many Sour Patch Kids. And I was like, I feel nauseous. And I had to go drink water and eat some fruits. Like, I had to drink something acidic because I think it was too much sugar. But this doesn't feel like sugar or something like that. It feels like alcoholic something, because it has that tinge of nausea that I've only ever experienced from eating too many Sour Patch Kids, alcohol, and medicine, like cough syrup. And someone needs to sleep on their left side more. Maybe try it out. Take a nap on your left side instead of on your right side. There's something about a pink shampoo bottle. I'm seeing it turn purple. So maybe change your shampoo bottle to one that's purple. Maybe just change the shampoo brand. This feels like it's for someone else that's like their head's scratching right now. So like, where's my head itching? Well, you're either itching for a fight or you need to change your shampoo. Someone needs to floss underneath their canines. Or their dogs need something. Check your dog because they might be eating something they shouldn't be. Canines flossing like a under that. And I can't tell what kind of dog it is. Maybe it's a German Shepherd. Be careful how you hold the leash. They might see a squirrel. Because I'm seeing a hand suddenly like lose a grip on a German Shepherd leash. At least I think that's a German Shepherd. Could be a Husky. If you're eating oranges, maybe mix the type of citrus you're consuming. So like eat some tangerines too. If you're not eating any, you should. I've been craving them for days. Gotta go to the store tomorrow, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm like zonked out getting these weird messages and flashes, and I don't really want to deal with this because it's like 9 o'clock at night. I hope this stuff helps you. I'm hearing that Page of Swords sun sign card issue again. But what do I do about you go sit down and meditate and talk to God? Like, stop listening to the voices in your head. Stop listening to what you think is a message because they're probably entities. And just tune in to what you're feeling. And when you're feeling it, what are you thinking about what you're feeling? Like, just sort it out. Because your body is waiting for you to put better energy into it or surround it with better energy. Maybe some of you need to feng shui and like declutter your house. Maybe some of you need to like declutter your friend circles or the way you think about them because your thoughts manifest reality anyway, right? So just minimize the drama and increase the amount of goodness you do for people until your perception changes because there's more good being experienced than bad. I don't know. I don't know. Each of you are so different. But from my point of view, oversimplified, it's like there's a problem. What's the solution? Don't do the thing that makes the problem happen. Okay, well, if you're surrounded by that problem, then the solution is doing something kind, being helpful, being a better person, going the other way. Because the way you've been going, you know, most people are conditioned to be like, oh, there's resistance. It must mean I'm going the right way. Not really. Not in all cases. Sometimes that resistance is the universe telling you to stop it, to not do what you were going to do. And then sometimes the resistance is to teach you to grow and build muscle and stuff. But suffering, pain, shit like that, if you're going through things like that and daily hearing, seeing, viewing, thinking, plotting, get out of here. Like, this isn't your channel. This isn't for you. I can't even process that I'm on someone's television right now and like people think this is a set. And then they think I have a problem with them, or there's like this weird drama around the world, and then there's like all this. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What I do give a fuck about is people. But I'm realizing more and more there's nothing I can do. And the more I try to be helpful, the more it's like nobody asked for it. So, what I can tell you is you have a lot of issues and situations in your lives collectively, like, or individually. I don't know how many people are watching this. To me, my YouTube says it's like 4 people. So maybe down the line, more people are watching this, but it seems right now, at the time of me apparently recording a video, that you're watching it at your house, I guess. Hi. It seems that you have a lot of problems that you don't need to have. Like, you subscribe to, a whole bunch of channels you don't even watch. Getting a lot of input or opinions from people that don't have the same investment or experience from what you're investing in. It's kind of like me asking a neighbor what to do about my family life. Like, they have nothing to do with it. Even if I get their opinion on the situation, they're only seeing certain pictures. It's like only seeing Polaroid pictures when there's an entire book. But those Polaroid pictures are only of one part of the book from a picture. And then the rest is just fill in the blanks. It's kind of like having relationship problems and then talking to your coworkers about your personal relationship. And then doing what your coworkers tell you to do. Like, what do they care if you fuck up your love life? They're probably not even your friends. And if you have the mindset where you believe those people and you listen to them, then you're being trained by the universe to discern better. Because any old fool can show up and lie to you and tell you to do something, and you might just do it, and they gain from you failing. There's a lot of shady shit in the world. And personally, I'd rather be watching Netflix, playing with tarot cards, and playing video games, and minding my own fucking business. Because the more I've been noticing about the world lately, and the more I've been involved in it personally, like over the years on the supposed internet thing with all this channeling stuff, I've tapped into so much that I know nothing about. And for me to be able to sit here and to give you advice on what to do, whether you're a multi-billionaire or somebody struggling for food, I can't tell you what to do. What I can tell you is there's a lot of stuff your mind is creating for you and has been created for you by other people that you just don't need to be going through. Neither the karmic payback, backlash, repercussions, justice, whatever. It's just irrelevant because it had nothing to do with you in the first place. It's kind of like me being involved in people thinking I'm involved with some shadow organizations or demon something or other. And it's like, I sit here watching fucking X-Men and like I'm on YouTube all day just watching videos in between Netflix and Final Fantasy and just going to the backyard to pick some tomatoes and then coming back from the grocery store and cleaning or redecorating or doodling with art and pencils and then people are like, oh, you're doing witchcraft and shit. And it's like, you know nothing. Like, I'm just living my life day in and day out. And if I go and ask somebody what I should do about something, they'll give me their opinion, but they assume I'm living a completely different life because they don't see me 24/7. Certain people do. I think like all these monitors and electronics are monitors or something. But like, I hope you get what I'm attempting to say. Like, yeah, get their opinions, get the constructive criticism, even listen to the negative feedback and all that stuff. But when it counts, every moment, the person breathing, the person dealing with the stuff is you, yourself. Me, I deal with myself. And if I'm constantly being surrounded by energy that's irritating me, eventually I got to realize it's me allowing it, right? Like, I'm subscribed to a channel that every time I open the thing, YouTube, there's like horrible thumbnail names, it says one of them's like F you, or the other one's like you're gonna die. The other one's like, oh, this person is cheating on you, and they're like backstabbing. And it's like, if I'm constantly seeing that, wouldn't I manifest that or see that where it doesn't even exist? So be careful what wavelength of light you're traveling on, because there's lots of colors to the rainbow and lots of things you can do in the gray space and the black and white. There's even a black light. that reveals things. Clear light clearly doesn't. So there's lots of things with the light. All things of the light, whether it's black light or light, it reveals something. So look at yourself in a different light, not with their colors, not with their filters. Look at the things you don't want to look at. Like if I go into my bathroom or into like the hallways over here, hallways would be way better. If I go into the hallways, or no, a hotel room would be even better. If I go into a hotel room with a black light, if I go into a gas station bathroom with a black light, if I go into a fast food restaurant and like shine a black light on the floor, if we go into a sewage facility and shine a black light, nasty. No one wants to see that, but it's still there, and that it affects you. When I used to be in Illinois, there was a sewage plant, or there might still be, on an intersection way off in one of the suburbs. And we'd have to drive past that because it was right on a big ass like highway street that went to a giant ass shopping mall, and then it went to a DMV type of destination, and then there was a theme park right next to it. I shit you not. And these people had a massive sewage facility right smack dab, like just right there. So it smelled like shit all over those places. Eventually, people just became used to it. How many decades, how many centuries has that building been there? They still haven't planted enough trees around it. They haven't planted flowers. They haven't planted, you know, filtering sewage plants that are like all over the swamps. They haven't replicated that. There's no air filtration. There's no kind of, bleach cleaning on the inside. At least the last time I was around that place. But I bet you those people complain about diseases or working conditions, but they do nothing about it. What does this mean? It means you've gone nose blind to something that's been right in front of your face for years. You've gone empathically blind to something that's been going on and hurting you for years. And you've gone physically, actionally kind of blurred in regards to what you guys have actually been doing, good or bad. Some of you are being way too good and you don't even realize it. If you just take a step back and really look at the problems, screw the storyline, screw the narrative, screw just everything for just a minute, and just look at all of the people in your life. Visualize them naked if you want to, just harm none. Just visualize them in like a duck suit or a little, a costume, something just platonic and blank, like it doesn't give you any response to any of them. And then the entire world, everybody just standing there. Billions and billions and billions of people. What sense does it make for any of them to start fighting each other? None. But when we add more houses, cars, materials, medicines, diseases, discomforts, good experiences, motivation, lovers, third parties, babies, etc., a lot of people have a lot of reason to fight. So again, I can't tell you what to do. But from my point of view, it looks like it's a lot of pointless drama that people are playing out because they think they have to. For some distorted, internal, sensatory relief. It's like a craving, like an addiction for drama, an addiction for something. And I've been telling you for 5 years, it's entities. How do you get rid of them? You recognize what's yours and what's not. How do you do that? You get to know yourself. How do you do that? Sit down. No, don't do anything. Sit down. Do nothing. Turn everything off and just sit there. For the next 3 days, drink water, eat fruits, and just sit. If you have to go to work, cool. Stop talking. If you have a job where you have to talk, only talk during your job. If you have kids and family, only speak when you have something nice to say. If you're in your house and you're bored, start cleaning, organizing, redecorating. Clean your fridge, clean behind the toilet, clean your cabinet, organize everything. Fold your clothes. Say nothing. And notice how many people constantly bring drama to you. And how many times per day you get the urge to go looking for drama, your cell phone or the internet. I warned you guys months ago about floods and fires and weird shit happening. I warned you guys about these weird clouds I kept seeing exploding out of places. I warned you guys about bridges falling and things. I warned you guys, and I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. And lately I've kind of been scaring myself with these things that I know. And how I know them, because God's actually telling me to tell you. So please just fucking listen for once. Take a look around you. No amount of divine intervention can get those entities whispering in everyone's ears to stop whispering in their ears. You have to simply state no to them. Push them away, change your behavior, become an unsuitable host. Stop doing what you're doing, thinking you're doing the right thing, even if it's excessive kindness and doormat behavior. You don't have to leave the people you're with because they're probably infected by these entities. So I'm not saying leave the people bad, no, I'm saying entities. Remember those? Jesus Christ said himself, I think it was what Mark 6, like only his name can banish them out. Well, his name is like 10,000 different names. Use any one of them, banish them out. It's God. Like, just do it. It's gonna feel weird, you getting rid of those entities and demons. I know I still have to deal with some stuff, and it's just freaking do it already. That way you can see from my point of view, at least somewhat, that hey, maybe more people can get along. Maybe not everybody, but at least more people. Like, I get that bad stuff has to happen. I get that these people and energies have to exist in some fashion or format or something. But if you don't want to be a part of that, or there's people bringing that to you and you don't want to deal with it, then don't. Have better boundaries. And if you're doing that to yourself, which I really think I'm reading for, like, this energy is for specific few people and they're doing it to themselves. I used to know someone like that too, including myself. Eventually, you just have to get tired of it. You have to get tired of being that way every day, emotionally. It doesn't matter if you do the same thing over and over and over and over. What matters is your emotions and your thoughts. Your behavior will change. But if your thoughts are constantly being influenced by entities, because remember, your brain is a satellite and a receiver. Your heart releases an electromagnetic field. Quartz crystals are used in clocks and computers. Your words change the vibration of those around you, sometimes for the bad. The words you guys speak to each other create mental images in other people's minds, and they speak and feel based on what they're perceiving you say to them. So it can't be stopped. It can't be ended. It can't be washed clean and everyone just love and light their bullshit life away. No, we have to balance it. We have to be a little more, common sensey. That's why the high priestess sits in between the black and the white. She can't sit in between two white pillars, then it's a marble castle. So we're not doing that. Just stop trying to. I'd give you an archery analogy, but some of you would be like, when's the last time you went archery? Don't worry about it. It was in another life. Nah, you don't get that job. That's my job. Just stop trying to be King Haggard and control all the unicorns in existence, or to collect all the Pokemon, or to be the greatest Pokemon teacher, catcher, whatever. And just right here and right now, can you be a better person? Or are you going to allow those entities to influence your behavior in your life, breathing your breath, dealing with your families, dealing with your community, and telling you who to include, exclude, who to hate, who to love, based on information being processed to you through a Google it satellite receiver? It's like someone pushing your buttons like a remote control. They did it to my ex. It was real easy. That dude was like, but I'm like, bruh. And he was like, whatever, bye. All right, I'm gonna go now because I want some coffee and so much chill out time. I can't believe I made another fucking hour-long video. The last time I was like, I'm gonna go. It was 20 minutes. Now it's an hour long. Hi, Linda. Ooh, I'm feeling this again. There's a bunch of people I'm feeling. Oh no, I've been doing this for an hour and 13 minutes. That means I've been on people's televisions. I didn't even smoke weed before I did a video. I'm just sleepy. Channeling's a bitch, dude. Like, Abraham Hicks does it, and Abraham Hicks gets like millions or whatever. And like these other people channel, and they're all like, we channel a collective of Pikachus and like Care Bears, and I'm like, I channel too. And they're like, no, you don't. And then they're like, oh, you work with the devil. And I'm like, Jesus. They're like, they don't get it. They just don't get it. So I hope you guys, learned something from this, because I'm going to go. I'm feeling awkward. I'm on your television set. Hello. Thanks for having me on your TV. That's so weird. But you actually sit there listening to me? So weirdo. Thanks. Thanks if you click the buttons and stuff. Or if you don't. Super side note, probably they're never going to see this, but just in case any of you people that only subscribe to watch my subliminal videos, I'm going to make more. I'll probably make another video later on tomorrow or something, and we can make a subliminal together. That way you guys aren't like, oh, she, he, whatever is making, this and that. Like, no, I'll just do it right in front of you. It's fine. That way you guys have like video evidence of me making a subliminal video and you guys aren't going to be like, oh my gosh, she puts demonic affirmations in her shit. Like, oh, fuck off. Fucking jerks. It's kind of cute though, Like, I get way more credit than I deserve sometimes from these people thinking I'm doing shady shit. So you think that's what I'm doing? Please tell me what else you think I'm doing. I'm just stirring the pot at this point. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna go all those years and this facial hair is still like, what's up, bitch? And I'm like, yo. Just you wait till I get to that electrolysis. I'm gonna put so many smiley faces in this beard. I'm gonna put like little designs and I'm gonna get like little cartoons drawn on these dentures. And I might get like, I have ear piercings. I could wear earrings. You guys, what would happen if I actually cleaned up my act? Like got dressed up instead of in my PJs? And like put the camera in the right place. And didn't lose my sense of time when I channel. Go drink your water. I love you. Have a nice day. Ew, he's watching. Ew. Why does he get to watch? He did all that shit and he's like sitting there watching my channel. And there's nothing I can do about it? The fucking bastard. My ex. I really shouldn't be on the internet when I have these realizations. Because it's like right there. So do I really care? I hope he's well. Part of me hopes he got fat though. That's so mean. Would I? What if I get fat? I could get fat. Oh man, I would totally have so much fun with it. I've never weighed more than 100. No, I weighed 145 pounds in high school for like 3 months. And then I had a growth spurt. And then I haven't weighed more than 120 pounds ever. So even if I like go up to, because I just heard, why am I even talking about this? Because I heard some bitch wanting to like do a fat spell on me. And I'm like, girl, I'd probably even enjoy it. Because it probably wouldn't work anyway. Even if I gained like 100 pounds, I'd be 210 pounds or something. And for my height and frame, it would still be like, I would just be a tiny Amazon. So you may as well just use that magic and like make your tits get bigger. I don't know. Use it on yourself. We should do a live video because I could feel some of you over there. You know, you're annoying me. I just want you to know that. Like, super annoying. Ew, gross. I'm waiting for YouTube's thumbnail. Hold on. I need 10 seconds before I can do a weird one, and the camera's still blurry. I just want to fuck with the internet. Leave me alone. Because people always go through these thumbnails and they're like, oh, mm, 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 mm. All right, I think that's good. Could you just imagine if I was even like a celebrity? They'd be like, can you pose for a picture? And I'd be like, they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, sorry, bye. Bye.